Welcome to Gaming the System.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Gaming the System.
Welcome to Gaming the System.
Good evening everybody, and we are Gaming the System.
Well, welcome to Gaming the System. Combines your love of gaming with your love of feminism,
where four intersectional feminists talk about gaming through a feminist lens.
But just like our shared ideology and our approach to politics, we wanted our gaming to be inclusive.
But we're not going to go into a narrow definition of gamer. We have a wide definition. We have an intersectional definition of gamer here at Gaming the System.
This is the show where four intersectional feminists discuss gaming in all its guises through a feminist lens.
There's been a lot of people who said there is very few people talking about feminism in gaming. They're talking about the lack of feminism in gaming, but not talking about actually doing feminism in gaming, and because a lot of people feel very scared.
Adult women are now the largest demographic in gaming.
Today, we are talking about mental health.
The gaming industry.
Accessibility and disability in gaming.
Tabletop gaming.
The hypersexualisation of women in gaming. Guilty pleasures.
Do you think that there's a sort of almost a gatekeeping around esports as to who's allowed to compete and who's seen as acceptable as being a professional esports player?
What sort of games do you think are good for your mental health? And what sort of games do you think are bad for your mental health?
Is there a way that through gaming we can foster that sense of empathy?
Much more light-hearted, off-topic wildcard question. My wildcard question!
I think it's time for our wildcard round.
Can a gamer love a non-gamer? Finishing games. Do you complete games? If Boris Johnson was a video game, what game would he be?
I'm finding increasingly positive about this space that we've created, and something I'm trying to do in my life is to be able to be my one authentic self everywhere I go.
Yeah, you're just making a fuss about boobs. It's like, well,
yeah,
no, actually, it's the fact we genuinely feel uncomfortable.
I want to look good, and I do choose my armour based on how good I look in it. And if that means that I'm running around in a skimpy bikini, then sometimes I will do that. Usually with my feminist self. Shouting
inside it, yeah, straight white men, cisgender men, think they're all really cool warriors going around playing war, but they're playing paintball. And the people like women of colour, trans people who are marginalised, they're using real bullets.
So whether I should be enjoying something that was designed from the perspective of men for girls to play, is that okay? Probably.
And it's the same reason I'm angry with that gaming company, is that they've gone, all the games developers in the world, let's choose somebody who is one of the prominent voices in Gamergate. It's like, you don't need to. Like, there's better options out there.
It opens up the characters in the games to be sexually harassed.
Anything you want to do to just be like not pressured into presenting yourself a certain way is a positive step, I feel.
It's seen as a bold move to have a woman as the protagonist.
There's definitely quite a lot of pressure put on the female streamers to have a look.
It's tiresome when you're playing games as a woman to have to constantly look at this stuff.
Gaming was a way to not necessarily escape my disabled life, but it was to experience things without having to worry about my disability and how discrimination against me was impacting my day-to-day.
But I think the communities that exist in gaming communities actually are surprisingly supportive sometimes of mental health.
But the problem when you look at men, like say with Thor in the Marvel universe or Kratos, their sexualization is matched with their power. You have big muscles, which means you're powerful. If you're a woman who looks like quiet, then that isn't a sign of meant to be a sign of power. It's just meant to be a sign of sexiness.
But yeah, just having a little scroll through my Steam collection, it's just all male protagonists. It's Batman, it's Bioshock, it's Bully, it's Skyrim there, even bloody Harry Potter. I mean, there's just no end to this.
Once you've found your tribe, you've found a good bunch of people, it can be such an amazing experience.
I want to say, I think we can consume culture and our games in an informed way. And as long as we come to an understanding with ourselves, we shouldn't have a go at other people or pile on other people for watching or playing something that we choose not to play.
But if you buy a game or you play a game that is problematic, my concern is that you are supporting it.
I was thinking one of my other favourite games I play at the moment has no hypersexualisation of women because it has no women in it.
But then I started thinking, well, could we actually bring in other games? And are we just looking at esports the wrong way? Are esports male dominated because they have traditionally been played by men and therefore choose games that appeal more to the male gamers?
These sexualizations of women are sending a dangerous message.
And there's just those things where it's like, oh, just this one more side mission, etc., etc. And I've missed Zoom meetings or forgotten to eat because I've just been too into the game.
Sort of bugbears about equality is this idea that we need to get more women into this male-dominated area or more women into doing that male-dominated thing. Instead of looking at it and saying, actually, we need to just change the way we view things.
It was interesting what you were saying, Alex, about, we're all aging.
Yeah.
And I want to still be able to game when I'm 85.
It's completely fine to like naked women, as long as you recognise the reality that is being shared behind it and the problems of the problematic areas.
If we don't vote with our pockets, then are these people ever going to listen?
As we know, I like to play things like Rust and 7 Days to Die, which I feel guilty about constantly anyway, because they are not feminist environment.
And I just was like, oh god, no, there's loud strangers in my ears.
It became an environment where my friends were.
Say I'm a feminist, but when I was younger, all of this stuff was awesome to me. I loved the shit out of it. And even now, I love naked women. Naked women are great.
Well, I think when I think about first-person shooters, they don't generally appeal to me because they stress me out.
We mock and sort of, gaming injuries, but genuinely, it is important you have an ergonomic setup. It is important you have your monitors at a good height. It is important you have a supportive chair.
You just reminded me again of our comparing gaming to the label of gamer to the label of feminist. Like, you ask someone, are you a feminist? And you go, no. And you go, well, do you think women deserve to be paid the same as men? Yes. Do you think they should be safe from male violence? Yes. Do you think they should be represented fairly on TV and film and in media and in Parliament? Yes. You're a gamer. You're a feminist. You play Candy Crush, don't you? You play board games, don't you? You play card games. Are you a gamer?
I think that you've hit the nail on the head. I think the issue is that the system needs to change, and that's why we're gaming the system, because the system needs to change, because the system is fundamentally flawed. And what it always comes down to whenever organisations try to fix it is actually what they do is they say it's the women's fault. It's the minority group's fault. It's this is why there's not enough of this group in our business, is because they aren't confident enough to step forward and ask for a raise or ask for that job or to join in those games. They don't want to look at the fact that the system is rigged.
Gaming is a space where the message is you belong.
We have from the chat, obviously I'm going to pull this out, Mass Effect.
I know there's Ketch has just said pig detective is too strong of a concept to pass up.
I know.
That female dwarves just have beards, so we think that they're men. So it's maybe I am playing as a female dwarf in Deep Rock Galactic and I just don't know it.
And maybe one day to be able to like create my own projects and things would be amazing. But that's down the line.
Lisa's raised here, wondering if designers caught on to the fact that young people are more woke and are demanding better, would that equal better sales? Any super popular games you couldn't care less about. Sex as a prize, that so often in games it is used that as a reward you get a woman as a sex object.
What's that?
It's the important issue of
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also very much just wanted to find an opportunity to bring in Daniel's comment about mensels in distress, because it amused me.
Ooh, I've been playing so many things.
Asking me if I have a favourite board game is like, it's like asking any of us if we have a favourite computer game.
I've been playing Resident Evil, The Village, which is awesome.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Silent Hill.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Thief.
Senua.
Grounded.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Everybody's gone to the Rapture.
Stardew Valley.
No, not Fortnite, Overwatch.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Mass Effect.
Concrete Genie.
Alien Isolation.
Overcooked.
My Time in Portia.
Valheim.
Guild Wars 2. Stardew Valley.
And Rust. Rimworld.
Yeah, that was Mortal Kombat 11.
Stardew Valley.
What's it? I was going to say Fall Down. Fall Guys. We should do a list of games that we recommend, because I feel like I've lost track of them.
My heart is in the mud world.
Arkham Asylum.
Greedfall.
Prison Architect.
Hellblade.
Journey.
Rimworld.
Pokemon! Gotta catch them all!
Tomb Raider.
And Fable Legendary Edition.
What Remains of Edith Finch. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Her story.
Disney Infinity.
Talos Principle.
Astrobot.
Abzu.
Stray. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Monopoly, and I also had Cluedo and Scrabble.
The Final Fantasy series.
GTA 5.
And then hopefully I'll get my mum playing Metal Gear Solid before the year is out.
Caroline has not let me say this all evening.
I'm going to ask Matt, who's above me on my screen,
and in the patriarchal hierarchy.
to do the like and share. Oh, no,
She's not interested in romance or anything like that, really. She's just interested in fighting robot dinosaurs.
and I go on and I'm like, I've got half an hour to game because that's my life now. And then I'm like, and in that half an hour I managed to move some stuff around in my inventory.
Gaming, here to save us all.
What does OBS stand for anyway?
I'd assume online broadcasting system.
It just makes me think of obstetrics.
I don't even know what that is.
Wild curtain time.
You're dwarfs, and you go around mining and gathering stuff. And you also get to drink beer and dance in the bar between going out and mining, which is great.
I'd hit myself on the head with a rock so I could forget the game that I played already before, and then I'd probably do Death Stranding.
Because I don't want to admit that as a proper gamer that I've spent the last few days looking at a scene of a garden going, where's the cat? Where's the bloody cat?
I'm here, can you hear me?
We can hear you, we just can't see
Can't
you.
see me. Oh, see, typical, isn't it?
I mean, you can't adjust the boob size. It seems not over the top. I wouldn't say it was, but as female characters in games go, the boob size is relatively normal, which is a lovely segue into today's topic.
Can you talk to other people?
No, we're
On
women
the
in
internet
gaming, so
connection.
we always have our mics off anyway.
Our current government are the Fall Guys. Like, but we're gonna keep on going.
That's great for the podcast. We all did a thumbs
We all
up.
give thumbs up.
I watched the Scrabble World Champions on YouTube, so people will watch anything.
Few people who watch this today who would not have called themselves a gamer, who will go away from today's talk and feel that actually maybe they are a gamer, and then we'll have you playing Resident Evil before and Rust.
Every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, if you want to watch us, we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Please do. What is it, Matt?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Matt, what do people have to do?
So, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and also check us out on podcasting places for audio versions as well.
I think this episode of Game of the System has concluded. Please like, share, and subscribe.
That's been fun.